live.
We're live?
We are. Just wait a minute, maybe people join us. Just like a couple seconds.
Hi, Instagram. What was that?
Oh, I just did, yeah.
What was that? There was somebody talking back to us. I heard somebody say hi.
I think it was just Crystal.
Oh. Hi,
everyone. Hi. Welcome.
We're back again.
Hello. I feel like we were just here. This is fun. Are you okay?
Yep. Okay. No choking allowed. No live choking.
The wrong way.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you sure? Yeah.
Okay, be brave. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for popping in.
Welcome to another Friday afternoon TBH episode.
That is correcto. I think it's 3.
The third episode
of the
second season.
You got it.
Second season.
Season 2. Our first season had what? 3 episodes.
It was like 3 pilot episodes.
Well, that's fine. Leading into 2018. So
yeah. And are we doing any better?
We're off to a solid start.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Do we have a question?
We do have a question this week, and this is from Sandra Simpson, aka Nails a la Mode. She says, "Hi, ladies. I learned from Natasha's agate tutorial that Ugly Duckling gel polish can be used for adhering transfer foil. I had tried that previously and didn't have any luck with that. Just the odd spot was sticking. Also, I'm looking to cover the whole nail with the foil. I had purchased glue especially for foil, but it dried out. Do you know if there's different types of foil that this technique may not work with, or maybe I'm doing something wrong? Any suggestions? Thank you."
Is she saying that she tried it with ours before, or just with a different one?
I think just with foil in general. Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, I think I'm gonna do a little video on tips with transfer foil because it can be really finicky, especially if you're curing your gel polish with a UV light versus an LED light. LED does cure faster, and I find our polish doesn't have much of a dispersion layer anyways, but especially when it's cured in LED light, I find there's not very much. So what I always suggest to people is getting a form or a practice tip and doing a couple lines on a tip, different thicknesses. So do a thin line and do like a medium line and then a thicker line. And when I say thick, I don't just mean the width, I also mean with how much product you're putting on the line too. Because the thicker the product, I find there's a little bit more dispersion layer. So you're going to want to play with your cure times, because I've done it too where I've done a fine line detail. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great foiled. I put it in the lamp for 15 seconds and I bring it out and there's like no dispersion layer left for that foil to transfer onto. So before you jump into doing a design with your transfer foil, with Ugly Duckling gel polish at least, try your cure times out on a tip and see what works best for you.
But you like it though.
I love it. I don't use transfer foil glue. I've never had success with transfer foil glue. It's really finicky. It can set in different stages on the nail, and if it's
your timing is crucial.
And if it's not completely set, and you go to put the transfer foil on, you ruin your design because it's way easier to use gel polish. I find. So another trick that I tell our students too whenever we do our classes, and I do an art class, is on a lot of transfer foil, if you flip it over on the back of the transfer foil, there's usually like a powdery coating on the back, whether it be like a gold color or like a yellowy mustard color, or sometimes even the ones that don't have that mustard yellow kind of film on the back. I still wipe them down with some alcohol, and that removes that powdery coating. I just do one swipe over the top. And then make sure it's padded dry before I go to transfer. And I find that getting rid of that powdery coating actually helps transfer the foil a little bit better too. Sure. Because sometimes, again, with your curing, you have to try different cure times, but if you've cured well enough and you go to transfer that foil but you haven't wiped off that powdery coating, then all that will transfer is that powdery coating, and you won't actually have your metallic transfer foil or whatever you're using. So
the other thing, like, don't you find, I know in the past when I've used it, transfer foil, it doesn't transfer, like people see it on the roll, the foil on the roll, and think it's going to transfer like a solid foil like that, and it doesn't.
No.
It transfers blotchy.
Crackly.
Yeah. Like if you're looking for that solid foil,
I would use a chrome
then
powder
I do
or something.
Yeah. Chroming powder.
Yeah. So, and the thing is too, like you can, like Yvonne said, if you transfer your foil and there's pieces that you missed, you can always go back and transfer it again. But I would rotate your transfer foil, because sometimes if you put the transfer foil on the gel and it slides, you're picking up some of that dispersion layer, and then if you go to try and transfer it somewhere else, that dispersion layer may actually transfer that foil to a part of the nail that you don't want, or it may not come off altogether. So you could also wipe it off again with alcohol if you wanted to. Foil is finicky. That's all there is to it.
And I mean, with us, we used to go like this. You take the foil and you
That's exactly
over
it.
and over again in the same spot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To try and get, depending on how solid you want it.
Yeah.
But to get it totally solid,
It's pretty hard to get that completely smooth mirror finish with foil. It's pretty much impossible. But there are tricks that you can do. So try a couple of those tricks, and if you're still having issues, Sandra, or you need some troubleshooting, don't be afraid to reach out again.
Totally. And it's just about trial and error, right?
Totally.
Just to kind of feel the product and see how it works for you.
Biggest thing is cure time.
Absolutely.
You're going to notice in a UV light that you can cure longer, and the transfer foil will work no problem. LED is quick, so just a couple seconds sometimes is all you need, depending on the thickness of the product that you've applied.
Totally.
so you said don't be afraid to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
That brings me to something I'd like to address today. Since this is, to be honest, it's been on our minds. We've talked about this a bit. And like Natasha says, don't ever be afraid to reach out to us. We are always here for you. We are here for you. Phone, email. We're having a bit of an issue with social media. And it is very difficult. We are really, really quite busy here. And all of us are going full on. And it is really hard to keep up with social media. So if you message us on social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, it's going to be really hard for us to keep track of that. So we personally prefer if you could do email or phone, and we will always be there for you. And one of the things we're kind of feeling, I wanted to kind of address this social media thing, because maybe partly because I'm a bit old school, and maybe just because it's how I feel, it's the type of person I am, I don't know. But when it really, I don't know how to word this so that it's, when we go on social media pages and there is a lot of negative about suppliers, particularly, there's several social media pages that say, you know, this is a place for nail techs to go and support each other, and I think that's awesome. I love that nail techs can go and support each other. What I'm personally having a problem with is that people go onto these social media pages, and instead of going direct to the supplier or the distributor, the manufacturer, they are making comments on the social media page that can be quite damaging. Now, I feel like I'm just being a little bit serious for a minute here. I just want to take a minute out and be a little bit serious, because I don't know if people really stop and think about the effect that it has on the businesses and on the people personally. I know for us, we take a lot of time and effort for our customers. You are all really important to us, and we are always here for you. And I know personally a lot of manufacturers and distributors that feel the same way, and I know they are always there for their customers. So it saddens me when I see people making comments without giving the suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, whatever, an opportunity to respond to those comments that they're making. I kind of feel like, if I want to put it in perspective for nail techs, if there was a page for nail techs customers to go on to and support each other and vent, how would you feel if your customers, and I'm not addressing this to everybody, obviously, because I know the majority of people are so good and so thoughtful and so supportive, but those of you that are really quick to post things on these social media pages, if your customers went onto a social media page that was designed just for people who get their nails done, and they posted things about you or your work or whatever without coming back to you and giving you the opportunity to respond to that, it could be hurtful for you. So I'm just asking that everybody gives some thought when you are posting things, that you think about how that would make you feel if somebody was posting something like that about you, and just really honestly using those pages to support each other, because I know for us, and we are so thankful, we get so much support, and we really have, for us personally, it hasn't had a big effect, but when we read about other things and comments about other people, it honestly makes us feel like we don't want to be involved with social media at all.
Yep.
We're here for you 100%. We are here for you, like I say, email, phones, all of that. But it really makes us want to pull back and not be a part of that. So I just hope that those very few that create a situation like that will stop and think about it and not ruin it for everybody else.
I agree. That's
And
very
that's
well
it.
said.
Okay.
Very well said. And I know Christine and I feel the same way. It definitely has been a topic of discussion in the office the past week or so. And I know personally there's days where I feel like I just want to go on my Facebook and go remove from group, remove from group, remove from group. Because honestly, like, going on and like everything Yvonne said is true. Going on and you see this negativity where it's supposed to be somewhere where we're supporting one another and building each other up and offering help and positivity, it can be a lot sometimes. So definitely, yeah.
And I think too, it comes down to because we care so much and we have put ourselves out there, and one of our biggest things, if not the biggest thing, is customer service, and we want to make ourselves accessible to you, and we do. And when we see things that, we might not have seen if someone didn't tag us in the post or anything, it just makes us, if we miss it, it makes us sad, because there's always a reason for it. And you can just ask. It's just asking, calling us up. It's so important for you to do that, because we will have an answer. We want to support our customers because you guys are very important to us. And when we don't have that opportunity to do that, and we have a lot of people that will come in, and whether it's us or another product line defending certain things, it just makes it really sad, because we need to be able to support one another, and there's always an answer to a question, right?
And to touch on what you said too, just about like social media is great for connecting everybody and being able to get your message across instantly. But at the same time, for us, like Yvonne said, we're really busy in the office here, and there's times where we can't be on Facebook, and if somebody posts something, a question, or they're having a frustration of something, and we don't see it, we don't want them to think that we're not there for them, or that we don't care, or that...
Or neither do the other manufacturers
and
distributors.
Right. Exactly.
know?
Yeah, totally.
It's important. And the other thing is that presumably the manufacturers, distributors of certain products will know how to use their products best.
Totally.
And the other thing is, and I know somebody posted, we saw a quick post this morning, somebody posted saying, don't be bashing products. There's always an answer, and not everything works for everybody. And that's true. Every product line has something a little bit different to offer, and we know that. There's a lot of good product lines out there.
Oh, yeah.
But having said that, I personally have never been exposed to a product that I couldn't work with. So if something isn't working, 95% of the time it's going to be the technique that you're using, and that's where you want to go back to your manufacturer, back to your distributor, your educator, and find out why it's not working for you.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. And let's just support one another.
Let's share
In a
the
positive way.
Oh, absolutely. Even the point, we love all the other there's always somebody in any industry that's going to maybe not give you the support you need, but maybe instead of being negative, maybe that is a time to move on to something else if it's not working for you. You're not getting the support that you need.
But at least give them a chance.
Absolutely.
For sure, to make it right or help you.
Yeah, with whoever it is. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
That was serious, guys.
That was my serious.
Was that the most serious
my
one?
little talk for today? I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess, do we have any questions from anybody?
I think it's just mainly everyone, social media kind of thing is bittersweet. And then, I think we have, what were you looking at? I think Mary is here, I think.
Mary?
Mary?
Somewhere.
She's somewhere. Mary.
Oh, somebody's eyeshadow is beautiful. That must be Christical.
Thank you. I just did that.
She's like the master little makeup artist. Look at her lips, though.
Can you see the sparkle on my face?
Looks like she has diamonds.
It's a glow.
That's why we call her Christical.
She looks like a vampire from
Oh.
Twilight.
Oh my gosh.
You do. You're listening.
Thank you.
I'm sure that I really like that.
No, they're pretty. They're good looking people.
Oh, you mean the twinkling?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I wonder if it shows up in the camera.
Probably not. She's probably just like this.
But she really doesn't like being the center of attention, though.
Yeah, not at all.
Not unless it comes to sparkly things, that's fine. Oh gosh. Anyways, a little off topic. Yeah,
Okay.
Mary. Hi,
Hi,
Mary.
Mary's our Australian distributor.
She is. We love you, Mary.
I guess, and did we mention last week? Oh yeah, we did, that we booked the second week for the 5K.
Yes. Oh, yes. We announced that first.
Yeah, we did announce that. Does anybody have any questions for us?
Open mic.
Open mic.
You're up.
I
I don't think so.
They're sick of us.
Aw,
Yeah.
really, lots of support here, you guys. Thanks a lot. That's great.
Totally.
Aw,
But it's
lots of
true though.
waving.
You know, and it is like social media is such a good thing as well because you're able to meet people, reach out, and just connect with people. And it's sometimes we feel like we know one another and we've never met.
Yeah,
And then
it's
when
pretty
people
amazing.
come to our events, and it's like I know you, but I have never met you. So it is. It can be very positive for sure.
Well, I was just thinking here, Intemporal Nails.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
my friend.
I know. Do we know your name? Do you know his
what's
name?
George.
Oh, hi, George.
George is in France, isn't he?
In
Yes.
France?
Yes.
I know, you're
Go-
such a supporter.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
We
he
appreciate
is.
you, George.
Yeah.
We love that you always join in, and it's great.
You got her. I'm just looking at the comments here. Yep.
I'm currently wearing, even though I own my brand, I am currently wearing your gel polish and love it.
Aw.
7 carats. Aw,
Nice.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Aw. Oh, George.
Aw.
Hi, girls. Hi, George. I didn't know if we really had anything else that we wanted
I
to
don't think
cover
so.
today. I think I was kind of feeling like I needed to give my little spiel about just consideration on social media. Just being respectful, I think, to each other is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Oh, here's a question.
okay.
How can you make your Instagram page more appealing to get potential clients? That's a great
That is
question.
a great question.
Bedazzled Nails by Lita. That's a great question, Yvonne. So I think, yeah, go for it.
Yvonne's our little Instagram guru, and she's actually helped me. She has helped me rebrand my page, actually. If you guys have checked out our pages, she helps us a lot. I was feeling a little bit lost on my page. I didn't really have much of a direction, and she showed me the way. So,
And
you
you
know,
know-
Yvonne.
And you know what though? It's all about learning because when we look back and like I look back at my page even from a year ago, I was like, oh, like I thought posting certain pictures was like that looks good, but honestly, it comes down to a few things.
Yeah, so I think what you're looking for is you want some kind of consistency. Always looks appealing on a page, no matter what your product is. You want it consistency in it.
Yeah.
So that when you go, like you'll see if you look at Natasha's page, she has a theme going. She's not doing a lot of clients now, so for her to build, it was she was struggling with that, how to build. And I said, you don't need to actually even do clients. Do tips.
Yeah.
Get your background the same. Lighting is huge. Lighting and close up. I know a lot of times people want to get both hands in. They want to have everything in the picture. But if you go and take a look at what some of your photos are, or the ones that you're drawn into, if you look at a page and look at what nails draw you in, then you'll then that might give you a better idea too. So and for that, lighting, clarity of photo, obviously quality nails, but again, it doesn't even have to be hands. It can, I mean,
tips.
Natasha's showing that, just doing tips. It looks great. Christina's really more, like these two girls are so talented in so many ways, and they both bring something different to the table, which is what makes them the dynamic duo, the good team, right? So Christina really loves her structure and her French and her little videos that you're doing now and stuff. She's very, how do I want to say it? I mean, she's got that very professional kind of, and Natasha's
I'm not.
Natasha's not professional. She's fun. She's not fun. She's Christical Crankers.
Yeah, she's Christical Crankers.
Okay, fine. In the office, my nickname is Christical Cranksters.
That's not
all the time.
That's not pranksters. That's
Pranksters.
Like
crank. Not
again. Off topic.
Is that what is it? TMI?
Honestly, I'm not the nicest person.
Cute.
I am not.
She is a lovely person. We love her to death. It's just we all, and that's one thing to remember too. Even when you're doing nails, and I always say this, we all have different gifts.
You got
so my job in my position is to pull out what people's gifts are and bring them together and make everybody happy in what they're doing. So when you are doing your nails, you need to decide. You don't have to offer everything that everyone wants. Like Christina struggled for a while because she doesn't like doing the art so much.
No.
And I said, you know what? You like doing the French and structure, and she has excelled at that. Natasha, not so much. She doesn't want to do the French and structure. She wants to do the art. And so it's finding what really works for you, what you want to offer, what you want to focus on. Don't ever think that you have to do everything. And often if you look at nail techs work on Instagram, you'll see that different nail techs have strengths in different areas. So as much as we all individually as people have strengths in different areas, nail techs also within our little world have different strengths. So choose your strengths, think about how you're going to apply that to your Instagram page, showcase yourself like that. Don't ever feel like you have to do everything and be the best at everything.
Totally, because that will individualize you as your own artist, and then people will start to recognize you for what you do, which is very cool, you know?
Create your own little niche.
You got it.
But lighting, consistency.
I think lighting is the biggest thing,
though,
because you're instantly drawn to a picture that's brighter and it just draws you in and more
shows
clear,
the colors
right?
properly, for sure. Here's a little compliment. You guys have the best customer service and always wanting to help out with questions. Thank you very much.
Loveless nails?
Yes.
Lovely's nails.
Yes.
Aw, thanks.
Thank you. I'm just looking here.
Also, social media photos. Do you have any tips on capturing great photos? I have no photography roots or good camera.
You don't need it.
We just use our cameras on our phones.
Our cell phones. Yeah. Use and honestly, if you look at our photo galleries on our phones, it's like it'll be one set of nails and 50 different angles, and it's one slight angle can be like, that's the shot right there, that's it. So the key is not just shooting one picture. Take a bunch of different angles,
just like a model would.
Exactly.
Honestly, if I were to show you my camera right now with all my photos, for one set of nails I do, I take probably, no joke, 30 plus photos. And then I'll sit through and go through them and say, oh, this is good, fingers off a little bit. So instead of just taking a couple, I give myself like a lot of options
to work with.
For sure.
And then even within that picture that you choose, you might want to crop it or...
Totally. So the picture that you end up with, you can tweak it and you can make your own picture out of that picture too.
And the photos that you take, you use a daylight bulb in a table lamp, right?
That's it.
Daylight bulb in a table lamp.
Yeah.
Just get your lighting angle right and nice and bright, and that's all you need.
And that's the thing too, is not being afraid to move your lamp around, because I know when I take photos of my tips, I actually angle the light backwards and I have it bouncing off the white wall that's behind me, and that creates that softened kind of glow light. A lot of the times when I do my clients' nails and I want to take a picture, the worst thing you can do is have the lamp right above, because I think, do you do that too, right? You kind of angle it around. Right above is really harsh lighting, whereas if you angle it a little bit, move it around, you're going to create a softer kind of light.
And it also depends on your natural light that you're working with. If you have a window behind you, or if you're enclosed in a place that doesn't have that natural light, that all those factors come into play. But just playing with that light, like Natasha said, will give you, it'll show you right through your camera.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say one last on that. We did invest quite a bit in different types of lighting, the umbrellas, the stands, all kinds of stuff we invested in, and we've just come back to the good old, for nails, the table lights.
It's so
lights.
true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Helen!
Helen's here.
Hi!
Helen!
Hi, Helen. We're going to Helen's class in Vancouver.
I'm not going.
I was like,
What?
wait a second, is this a secret?
Yeah, like I'm confused.
No, okay.
You just got
Now I'm getting all emotional.
Oh, I'm not gonna hit you while you're cowering. I was gonna hug you. These people are gonna think I'm mean to you. I'm gonna shove you back in your cage after.
Maybe Helen didn't know yet.
Oh,
No, she knew. We
knows.
announced it
Okay.
on Instagram.
No,
Okay.
but name on. It's okay. We won't talk about it anymore. We have a question here. From Beauty
Bar Glen
Oh,
Cove.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm new to your brand, and here I must try the matte top coat. Yes, you'll love it. Honestly, you'll love it. If I were to place an order, what are some things I should try first? That's a great
That's
question.
funny. I was hoping to do like a favorites video of all of our products, but
That's a
You
great
can
thing.
choose favorites.
I can't.
Well, it's
But-
hard. It's hard actually because when people ask us top 10 in your gel polishes,
It's
we're like,
so
honestly,
hard.
we sell them all
Yeah, that
equally.
is. I know somebody asked me yesterday, can you pick your top 12? And I
Like,
said,
that's kind of hard.
uh,
Maybe my top 12.
I mean,
favorites.
probably black and white we sell the most of
yeah.
because people use those for art.
for tools.
Seasonal,
Oh,
maybe.
good call. You take your favorites.
Okay.
You,
My absolute must-have ugly duckling brush for artwork is our detailer too. I have dubbed that brush my holy grail brush.
that is yours.
It is my baby. That brush is so versatile.
Maybe
All of
we
our
should
brushes.
rename it.
I think that should be Natasha's brush.
I think maybe we should call it the Natasha.
I love that brush. That
The
is
Tashi too.
the Tashi too.
Yeah, that's cute. Why don't we? Why don't we just stare at it?
I mean, all of our brushes have great uses, but if there was one brush that you wanted to purchase just for art, I would choose that one for sure. It's very versatile. It's in between, so it's great for your line work for creating characters, doing striping, all of that stuff. It's really great.
But as far as choosing favorite products, it's hard because we choose products that we like.
Yeah.
Right? So
We love it
pretty much like all our products. Like we
Mine would be the pinching tool set.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot about that.
The C-curve
Yeah.
tool set, the pinching tongs is amazing.
Our pinching tongs are wonderful.
So great.
see,
love
I
it.
like the Dappin dishes and the crystal.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
obviously.
Those are cute too.
What was I thinking?
I know. See, this is
Drop the ball.
yeah. We're yeah. If you want more help, you can email us.
And
This was not helpful at all. Okay.
Okay, back to a serious note. So, you know what, if you're new to our products, why don't you try, depending if you're a gel user, acrylic, or both, our gel polishes are pretty popular. Hi, Mom.
Ah,
My mom
nice.
is my mom. Hello, Sassy. She's my mom.
Oh, sassy.
I would suggest
That's
probably, even getting, 5 to 10 gel polish colors to use because they are amazing. We love them. Obviously, our matte top coat is excellent. Is a definite must. But like, we said, it's very hard to choose. And if you are wanting to try our products, we do offer trial size kits for both our acrylic traditional, odorless, as well as our gel.
For purchase. Yeah, you can
I'm
purchase
just
them off our
looking.
website.
Oops. Oh, what did I just do?
Report.
Oh,
Very good.
okay. So, and Nails by Claudia B says, I'm a little late. Can you ladies share your names on Instagram?
We would love to do that. I'm Christacle, so it's CHRYSTACLE. You could always go back on Ugly Duckling's post and find me through there. It's sometimes easier.
And I'm Natasha Harton, and my Instagram is Natasha Harton.
That's pretty easy.
And I'm on,
Harton.
yes, not Horton.
It's
Harton.
Her name is Natasha Harton.
Yes.
Just wanted to clear it up. And I'm Christacle.
But just to clarify,
Because sometimes, if we're going to be honest, we get called different things. Doesn't matter. We don't really care. Sometimes people call me Crystal. It's Christacle.
Christine.
Yeah.
okay.
Some people call her Natasha.
Natasha Horton. It's a thing.
let
It's
me
fine.
guess who.
Okay, but my Instagram is Natasha Harton, and if you scroll through on
You'll
Ugly
find
Duckling's
us.
page, you can find us there.
And this actually, you probably hear, some people have been a little confused too. This is actually Christina.
Christina Kronk is
Christina
my real name.
Kronk. But we have renamed her because she's such a freak over crystals that she has now become Christical to us.
Yes.
So you might hear us sometimes say Christina and sometimes Christical, depending on if we're mad at her or not.
Totally. Christina Kronk is what they're mad. But I think I'm going to legally change my name to Christical.
No, you're not.
I think you
Hold
should.
on. Quickly, votes. If you think I should, let me know.
If you think Christina should change her name to Christical legally, blow up our screen with hearts. Okay? Let's
Okay,
watch
so
this
I don't
and
see
see.
any hearts. there.
It's
I don't see
delayed.
any.
It's delayed.
Oh,
It's
no,
delayed.
No,
Please.
no, look, there's no
Christical.
hearts.
Nothing.
You guys don't think so?
Oh, I think
No.
she should change it to
That is-
Christical. I'll support
Oh, there's
her.
one. One floating.
Did you see that?
Suckers!
Oh
Thank you guys. You guys are solid. You guys were, look at that. Christical.
no! Okay,
You
and
guys-
if anybody wants to make me a nickname, because I don't have
I
one,
know we tried.
it's just Natasha.
Look at the
or
love.
Tasha. Okay, guys,
Look
stop.
at
She
the
gets
love.
it. She gets it. Don't encourage it. She doesn't need it.
Thank you. Okay, how long do you work and have experience? So I think she's, that is Salon, is it Zibe Parnian? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that and I don't have my glasses on, but how long have you worked and have experience?
I've been doing nails for... How long have we been doing
This
nails?
is our 11th year. 2007.
Wow. 11 years. We both have been doing nails 11 years. Christina taught me how to do nails.
You know, I'm so thankful you came into my class.
Me too.
Because honestly, I'm so thankful we met.
39, 49, hold on, 39. I guess I'm at 39 years.
Whoa!
Yvonne's been doing it a little while.
That's why we call her my mother's
39,
guy.
49. 38 years, I guess.
So let's just say she's got quite a lot of experience and knowledge under her belt.
But not behind the desk the whole time.
No,
because
but
I had salons and then distributions and.
But you've been in the
all that.
industry 38 years.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a long time, Vons. You
Yeah,
started. So were
gosh.
you not the first salon in Victoria?
Vancouver Island, first nail salon, yeah.
That's why we call her the OG of nails. She's the original gangster of nails.
No,
Oh yeah, and then I gotta figure out how to do that thing, right?
This is hang loose.
Oh, okay.
Make sure we don't do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go like this.
She would, if anything. Mary is going.
Going
Okay,
where?
we'll see you. She has to leave.
No,
Bye,
Mary.
We love you, Mary.
We love you, Mary. Can't wait to squeeze you next time.
I know.
I love
Actually,
my
I need
hugs.
a Mary hug.
I know. It's
I
like
could-
Mary, I really need a Mary hug.
It's close to Natasha's, but not quite like Mary's.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Natasha gives good hugs too.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like
What am
Natasha.
Christina gives a pat on the back.
This is Natasha. And I'm like this.
Christina actually pulls her body away from you. It's like she concaves.
That's why you'll always see me doing this because I
And now I'm like, super awkward. Just kidding.
Okay.
Okay, will
Okay.
you? Okay, we'll ask. Will
Oh,
you
no,
guys
we
be?
won't.
Okay.
Will you guys be at the Vancouver Spa Show? No, we won't.
So we're kind of opting out of doing shows this year. We've had a lot of invitations. It's very difficult as far as being everywhere all the time. What we've decided this year to focus on is we really want to focus on getting our online support as far as education, product knowledge, how to use our products. Christina and Natasha are both part of our office staff, so they're working full time as well. So we just really have decided that this year, the way that we can help the most people is by focusing on our videos, which is what we are trying to work on.
We're trying, guys.
We're trying. Yeah, we're trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a short answer
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
about it.
how are we doing?
Well,
Okay. Hi from Ecuador. Wow. Hi, Ecuador. It's 3.
Oh,
What is that?
No, 12. It's
12:30 in
12:30.
the morning here.
I know,
I'm
thank
so
you.
happy watching.
Oh, wow.
It's
Aw.
midnight.
Dedication.
George!
You know
love
what?
George.
Honestly, he's very sweet.
You know what? Honestly, I love seeing your name come up all the time.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to have that knowing how far away you are and have that constant support and always see you there. It's like you're that friendly
Honestly,
face.
quick before we go, that is one place I want to travel is France.
Yeah, me too.
Ideally.
Oh, sweet.
If anybody wants to have a class in Paris,
In Paris.
think about it.
Okay, you guys.
All right.
Well, no.
Thank you.
Thanks again for joining us. Again, you can always contact us. Email contact.uglyduckling@gmail.com. We each have our own email addresses. Our first name .uglyduckling@gmail.com. And then, of course, by phone. It's all on our website, www.uglyducklingnails.com.
You betcha.
And so we are always accessible, and hopefully my seriousness at the beginning of this wasn't too much for anybody.
Oh, we're good. Sometimes you gotta
Sometimes
get
I
We
just
had-
have to be serious.
You know what? Today we had to be honest.
Yeah, we had to be honest, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thanks for joining us.
Oh, hold on. Somebody says, have one question. Nails
Okay.
by SS.
Okay. Quick,
You got it.
Last one, you're under the wire.
10
Yeah.
seconds.
Okay, we're waiting for it.
Do.
Oh, George, we hope to meet you some days too.
Yeah.
Are you send stuff to Sweden? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we do ship internationally. So it is expensive shipping internationally, but we do it.
We do. And you can find all the shipping information on our website too if you're interested.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Thank
Okay.
you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Until
Bye.
next week.
Okay. Have a good weekend. Have a
Bye.
good week. Okay, bye.
Ducklings out.
Not yet. Almost. Bye.